She cares about somebody, she cares about someone. Your features will change when you grow up. She definitely did find, along with loads of other people, found my sister beautiful. But a guy that I find attractive, would he find me? Welcome to another episode of Your Comfort Sister's Diary. I really want to thank It's Life with Kamal. She commented under my videos. If you're watching this, thank you so much for commenting and saying that you like the videos and you want me to keep going. I'm definitely going to keep on going because it's not an easy thing. It's definitely not an easy thing to keep on going. Definitely when you think that there are a lot of other people who are way more successful than you are and you just want to be where they are. Let's get straight on to this video. The reasons why I don't feel pretty. First of all, I have my matcha over here. So I saw a reel of your mom, Ashley, and it was like at the beginning of autumn. So it was in October when she showed like autumn flavors that you can make your matcha. And she literally showed like a bunch of like syrups. And I was sitting there being like, oh, like I wish I could get some syrups to put in my matcha. And I didn't even say this to anyone. I didn't even say it out loud. It was literally like in my thoughts. And next thing you know, a couple of weeks later, I literally open the cupboard to make matcha and I see syrups. Like, Alhamdulillah. It just really shows that Allah Ta'ala will gift you. He is the Al Wahhab and He will gift you with things without you even saying it. On my main channel, I posted a video called I Got Surgery Done to Become Pretty. It's a cinematic video. If you guys haven't watched it, please check it out. It's really good and I put a lot of effort into actually making that video. It all really pretty much started off when I was young. So I basically have an older sister called Aisha. Her name is Aisha, and she is honestly the most beautiful human being inside and out. Like the most beautiful girl that I've seen in my life. She's not one of those people who they're beautiful and you're like, oh, they're so pretty, and then you go to find out that they are actually not kind human beings. When she cares about somebody, she cares about someone. She's a really kind human being and she definitely deserves a lot. I grew up comparing myself to her pretty much, like literally from the very beginning in primary school. So whenever my friends came over to my house, they'd want to spend time with Aisha Baji, basically. So in our culture, if you don't know, Baji is just a way of respecting somebody who's older than you. So yeah, so they would often want to spend time with Aisha Baji and they'd often want to go to her. It really had a big impact on me because they would rather go and spend time with my sister. Me and Aisha, we look very much different. We look so different from each other. So it was pretty much a hard thing for me to be able to, like, you know, people used to think that we're not sisters. Going into secondary school, I experienced not being friends with popular girls, and obviously, alhamdulillah, I'm actually really glad that I didn't become friends with popular girls because I have made such great friends in secondary school whom I'm still friends with today. It also happened in sixth form where I just wasn't friends with them just because of how I looked. Because when you see a person, the first thing you base off of is how they look. Yeah, how pretty they are, how attractive they are, and whether you want to be friends with somebody who is attractive and pretty. If you are in the situation that you actually get to know them and you get to realize that they are actually pretty great people, then you can put that like aside. But you have to actually give time to the people who you think are great people despite of how they look. And it's sad how the world works like that. I'm definitely not one of those people who you know, like they're not like pretty. I'm not gonna be friends with them. Like I'm definitely not like that. But yeah, that was pretty much how I just like grew up. But because having a sibling who is beautiful, mashallah, I constantly was comparing myself. I remember the specific moment where I was with my sister and my mom, and I was looking at my nose. I was looking at my nose and I was finding it just like so big. And I'm like, why is it so big? And my mom was like, when you grow up, it will slim down. Your nose will slim down. Your features will change when you grow up. And she kept on saying, you know, she said that through my life as well, that your features will change, grow up. She didn't find me not beautiful, not gonna lie, because I look very similar to my mom, and my mom is beautiful, mashallah, as well. And there's literally pictures of her on her honeymoon. She's like so beautiful, and she's literally like my goals. Like, I want to be slim like my mom. Like, wearing the sari, she literally slayed. She slayed wearing the sari. Yeah, she didn't, it's not like she didn't find me beautiful, but she definitely did find, along with loads of other people, found my sister beautiful. Literally, there was this one day, this was actually the day that my sister gifted me a graduation gift. That day, she was complimented? Yeah, she was complimented by a person who said that she looks nice, and her hair was in a freaking bun. Her hair was in a freaking bun, and she still got complimented that she looked beautiful. I'm like, how does that work? Like, no offense, Ajoji, but I literally do not like how you look with the bun. Like, you look like a plait, or like your hair down looks so much more beautiful. Curly hair, her curly hair is so beautiful, but she prefers to straighten her hair. I do have a video of my sister, and it's called Send This Video to Your Older Sister, and it's basically about Aishoji and about how much I love her. Check that out as well. It's on my main channel. Imagine having to grow up with somebody who is seen as beautiful by family members, by strangers. They're being called beautiful as well by strangers, and you're not. To this very day, I still compare myself to her. Another reason why is because of a feature on my face that I absolutely hate. I hate the most. And let me tell you why. So, when I was probably like 7, 8 years old, I had a sty under my right eye. Under my right eye, I had a sty, and I got it removed. Okay, got it removed, done. That's what I thought. I thought that was the end of having any eye problems. And then 5 years ago was when a eclasion started developing on my top right eyelid. I didn't like how it looked on me. Other people saw it on my eyelid. They could see it when they talked to me, which is fair enough. It's fair enough that they could see it when they talk to me, because when I talk to people, when I see like a spot on their face, no matter how small it is, actually, no matter how small it is, but like when I see a spot on their face, for example, like a whitehead, I notice it, you know? So like you just notice it. So people noticed it, and they would question me. They would just be like, what is that on your eyelid? And I'll be like, it's a collation. And for these 5 years, I was literally trying with the hot compress, trying to get rid of it. So annoying, because when I went to uni, like obviously I wanted it gone when I went to uni. I literally I question, I'm like, why are people friends with me when I have this freaking collation on my eyelid? Like this freaking collation on my eyelid. Like, why are people still friends with me? Like, why? You know, they would rather be friends with a person who does not have a collation, because I don't feel pretty at all with the classy on. Like, I hate how I look with the classy on. Throughout those 5 years, like, me trying to get rid of this classy on, and then people are pointing it out, like, more people are pointing it out. And it's just, like, really annoying because I would try to get rid of it, and then it would just not go. And then I would sometimes forget about it. Sometimes my family members would forget about it. But then sometimes, they would look at me and be like, what's that on your eyelid? Like, my dad pointed it out twice. I'm forgetting and then bringing it up again. It's 10 times worse. It's being reminded of your claudion when you're just about to forget it yourself. Like, I'm about to forget that I have a claudion, and then I get reminded of my biggest insecurity. It really made me feel not pretty at all. That is the reason why I went to the opticians and I was like, I want to get this removed. And then I ended up going to the doctors a year later. A year later, I got surgery done to my claudion. And is it gone? No. And that's literally like a whole nother story that is going to be uploaded on YouTube. So my biggest insecurity is still with me. Right now, it's still with me. And, astaghfirullah for thinking this, but I think these two reasons, if you were just to combine them, so like the first reason, just not feeling pretty because of the comparison to my sister, that my sister does fit the societal standards of beauty, plus the clasion. So what a guy that I find attractive, would he find me attractive? And I think that's like literally like one of my biggest fears is finding the guy that who is my type. So I find the guy and I'm like, he's attractive, he's my type, I really like him. But then what if he doesn't like me because of how I look? And you guys may be thinking that that's like crazy, because when you meet that person will love you no matter what and no matter what features you have. And you can tell me all of that, but like a part of me will still think that I am not beautiful enough. And I really do want to marry a guy who is literally like, handsome. And I'm literally gonna trust Allah SWT's timings until I meet that guy. This leads me on to what can we do when we feel that we're not pretty? Not gonna lie, I don't have the full answer yet. I'm still trying to navigate it, but I have found out some things that we can do that can allow us to hopefully get to that phase, and things that I've found out basically myself. So I pointed out how you look in the mirror and you point out like, insecurities and stuff. Look in the mirror and point out all the things that is not critique. Don't critique yourself. Obviously you will end up critiquing yourself, but don't fully critique yourself, if you know what I mean. Basically, point out the things that you find pretty about yourself. We all need to do this, even like get out of your chair right now and go to a mirror, call yourself beautiful, girl. You deserve it, you know what I'm gonna say right here. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are so pretty. You generally are. Like, period, mashallah. Number 2, on how to be able to feel more pretty, is to find the right style. Like, often we're wearing clothes that we think that is our style, but it's actually not our style. It's not our style. There's so many styles out there. There's so many ways of dressing clothes nowadays that we haven't really found our own style. I'm still trying to navigate my style. I love dresses. I'm wearing a dress right now. In the freaking cold, I'm wearing a dress because I'm just trying to portray, like, just trying to match the vibe of this video. I still haven't fully figured out what else can I wear. Be able to enhance my features and to show your features, because that the way that you dress has to allow you to glow from within. You need to glow. You need to walk out there and really, just show your style, And then the third and most important way to be able to navigate your way to feeling pretty is just really appreciating the one that made your features. I'm a Muslim and I do believe in one God, and he is the Al-Musawwir, a book with the 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, and we call him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah is his name. It's from Towards Faith. It's actually a really good book. I do definitely recommend. This is not sponsored, by the way. It has the name. So it has the name. It has the context. So the context of his name, and then the meaning of his name, and then the dua that you can make. So one of Al-Swadal's name is the Al-Musawwir. So I'm gonna basically just read from the book and what it says about his name. Al-Musawwir. So what it says is he is Allah, the creator, the inventor, the fashioner. To him belong the best names. The name comes from the names Al-Khaliq and Al-Bari in Surah Al-Hashr. As though Allah is taking us through the different steps of creation, showing us that He is there every step of the way. He creates from nothing, Al-Khaliq, manifests into existence from nothing as well as from what He has created, distinguishing between creation, Al-Bari, and fashions and shapes everything Himself. One of the best ways to connect the name is to look at the development of the features in the womb and how the facial features evolve. Indeed, when we look at our own fingertips and realize that every single human being has a unique fingerprint, this should make us feel special. Allah has made you unique. When we look at our faces, we should remember that Allah Himself has fashioned us, and indeed, He has made all of us in different shapes. Our diversity is a sign that leads us to the Al-Musawwir. Thus, no one should ever feel as though they are above anyone else because of how they look or their ethnicity. All were made by the Al-Musawwir. Similarly, we should reject beauty standards that seek to alter the way Allah has fashioned us. He created all of us with an inherent beauty, and it is enough that He has fashioned us Himself. Meaning, He is the one who gives everything its form, thus He is the fashioner. So the situation that they point here, they said, whenever you feel unattractive or ugly because of dubious human standards, remember that you have been fashioned by Allah. When you look at others, see them as beautiful human beings fashioned by Al-Musawwir. When you feel that you are non-special, remember that Allah has fashioned you Himself. The dua, Ya Musawwir, allow us to be thankful for the way that in the way which you have made us. So yeah, that is literally the end of my episode. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I will see you in the next episode.